Hello, this is Karunya. I am from Bangalore. I am a programmer, and today's we are going to discuss. I am going to teach you about the encapsulation and polymorphism, abstraction, inheritance. So, part one of this video session covers encapsulation and abstraction. Today's world, learning of any programming language is becoming very simple through web services, right? There are many web There are many programming languages such as C, C++, Java, and C Sharp, etc. We are focusing only on the C Sharp. So C Sharp is nothing but an object-oriented programming language. So C is a procedure-oriented programming language. So procedure-oriented programming language is about writing a procedure or methods that performs operations on data. So keep on writing procedures will make the programs complicated. So that's why we need a simple and logic which can be used for implementing application and software programming language. Okay, so OOPS concepts will object oriented programming concept will overcome the uh, disadvantages which I discussed previously. So here we are OOPS makes it possible to create reusable applications with less number of codes and shorter development time. So OOPS is nothing but one of the most popular programming languages. Today's presentation includes introduction to the object-oriented programming concept and how to implement the OOPS concept in C Sharp, including all these four important concepts: abstraction, encapsulation, and inheritance, and polymorphism. As I explained you encapsulation, before explaining encapsulation, nothing but OOPS concept is full of it's nothing but comprises of classes and object. Class is the core of object-oriented programming language C Sharp. Object is an instance of a class. Okay. So encapsulation is very simple, and encapsulation is a process of binding the data members and data functions into single units. It's nothing but an act of it is a combining properties and methods related to the same objects. Okay, encapsulation. Why we need encapsulation? In order to avoid unauthorized parties direct access. Okay, and also used to hide the values. So hiding of data. Encapsulation is nothing but a process of binding a data members and member functions into a single unit Okay, encapsulation is a way of encapsulating data, that means wrapping of data into a single unit called class. Through encapsulation we can protect our data. So whenever we start learning any programming languages, learn it with some real-time example. So what happens here when we learn it with a real-time example? The important concepts will be understandable in a simpler way, right? So let us take an example of TV. When we watch TV, we need a TV and a remote. So we can manage everything in a TV using the remote, right? Actually, what does the remote is doing? Remote is encapsulating the logic, and when we press the key, it performs the action. So this is a real-time example of encapsulation. Here, not only remote control, you can see a lot of devices around you which uses encapsulation like your phone, your car, etc. And one demo I like to discuss here. So in order to explain the demo, I need to discuss this scenario. In bank, there are three customers, name A, B, and C. Also, the right side it shows the account balance of A, B, and C. A needs how much balance account in his account. So A needs the balance money, right? So A can only see the account balance of his balance, right? So if A is trying to see B and C, that is not secure. If suppose the account balance is public, it is visible to all. In case it is visible to all, if it is public, then that A, customer A can able to see customer B and C's account balance. So that is not correct. So in order to avoid that, we are bringing the concept encapsulation and making the account balance private. Like a private, there are many access modifiers. Private is a key, okay, private, and this private is an access modifier used for hiding the data. Now what happens? This customer A can only see his account balance. So customer A means he cannot able to see B and C. Right. I will explain the same scenario using some programming concepts. So namespace called encapsulation is created and the class created name called bank. A class is created a name with a name bank, and here as I explained you, balance is balance is private, which is of double data type. Why it is private? Because it is private to or private to this class. Outside this class we cannot access the balance, account balance. The always account balance should be private, so that user can able to see only his um, account. Otherwise, it will be public to all the users. Now, the public next is get balance used to display the balance amount. Next it is of double data type. Return type is double, which is of public, and another method is there for setting the balance public, and that does not return any value and takes a parameter argument, one argument balance, and this dot balance is nothing but this indicates the current instance. It's nothing but the current instance variable. This dot balance indicate this balance. So whatever this dot balance, it's going to assign the value from the argument what it is what you are seeing here. Okay, so this dot balance is equal to balance. Now another class is there called bank user. Here public static void main. So the program execution starts here, and the bank is getting instantiated using the keyword new. So SBI is an object created for the class bank. Using this SBI, we are calling set balance, and 500 is the amount used to set the balance, and console.writeLN will display the output. Now what happens? Console.writeLN will return the string value with SBI.getBalance, which is of returning the balance, so we can able to see the 500 output. Okay, and console.writeLN press any key to exit means if you press any key it will get exit from the screen, or it will close the console window. So this program is nothing but a class called bank, and in that class there is a private variable balance and two public methods, get balance and set balance. So this set balance will set the balance value, get balance will display the balance value. So public static void main, there the